Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about why we might be experiencing discomfort in the body. Why am I feeling sore? Why am I so frustrated with how I feel? And there's quite a few reasons why. Number one is, how is my lifestyle? This is the most important one. Do I sit all day? Am I hunched over at a desk? Or am I training really hard? Maybe I'm training for a marathon, but I'm not really letting myself have that time for rest and recovery. Number two, we want to look at our stress levels. Am I emotionally stressed? Do I have relationships or things happening in my life that are affecting my personal well-being? Because feeling heightened or feeling anxious or feeling that tension, whether it's emotional or spiritual or, whatever it is also going to contribute to the body storing a lot of tension. And there's so much research coming out now about how trauma is stored in the body, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But the body really does carry a lot of our memories, a lot of our feelings, a lot of our emotions. So don't discount how powerful the body is in terms of trying to share with you, hey, I'm stressed, and I really need us to listen. Number three is, what are we eating and drinking? You want to look at, am I eating inflammatory foods or drinks? Inflammatory foods are things like, a lot of white breads or sugars, or a lot of greasy foods all the time. Coffee is a really big one, and alcohol is probably the most inflammatory thing. So we want to stay away from the energy drinks, the alcohols, the sweets, the white breads, and we want to move towards things like green veggies, eating what's in season, finding alkaline water. And what this is going to do is, when we reduce inflammation in the body on a physical level, we don't actually get to have some of that discomfort show up as much. It's really powerful, because actually, as we start to reduce inflammation in the body can start to thrive again. The body can start to heal. So really watching out for the things that we're eating and drinking. Next, we have, am I pushing myself a lot? Okay, a lot of us think, oh, I just have to do more. Let me just do more. Let me work out more. Let me strengthen my back. Let me, lift more weights, and then my body will feel better. But really, it could be a recipe for disaster. And the whole premise of this course is centered around creating mobility, relieving tension, and building strength in a healthy way. Because if we're just walking into a workout and we haven't done the proper warm-up, we haven't mobilized the joints, we haven't really let ourselves activate the muscles that we're going to use during the day, then that's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for injury. It's a recipe for chronic pain over the course of our lives. And so how we want to start thinking about these movements, about this new way of allowing things to take shape, is, before I work out, what does my body need? Do I need a 5-10 minute mobility routine? Even if the instructor isn't doing it, can I get there early and start to mobilize my joints and start to warm up my muscles? Same thing with yoga. In yoga, we don't necessarily do mobility in there, and that can definitely lead to shoulder injury, can lead to hip injury, hamstrings. So we want to make sure that we know these movements, that we can start to learn these gentle movements, these rollout routines that are going to help you for life. Because not doing these movements could potentially lead to an injury or to a fall later on in life. And so by empowering you and giving you this knowledge, by allowing you to have a chance to learn how to start incorporating the body's voice into your life, this is going to just help you make minute little micro changes that are going to help you so much incrementally for the rest of your life. So thank you for listening, and please tune in. Out of all the things that I just shared, which one resonates with you the most? Is it what we're eating and drinking? Is it also maybe how we're sleeping if we're stressed? Are we stressed? Do we have personal relationships stressing us? Is my lifestyle something that I need to shift if I'm sitting all the time? Can I incorporate some more movement into my life? Or is it that I really need to learn these mobility and rollout routines before I do movement, or when I wake up in the morning or at night? Because that's what's going to help support the body to heal. Let me know. Put in the comments below which one resonates with you the most. Looking forward to hearing from you.